Okay, to start this, my check engine light is on, and that's because I got a P0401 for a problem, and I'll explain in a second. So what happens is, this part of my car is dirty. This is the EGR valve, and this is the fuel intake tray or track, whatever you want to call it. These three bolts right here hold this to this, and I got to take that whole thing off, and I pulled this off of here, which was really, really hard, and I went to the store to get a replacement part for it here. Turns out it's wrong, but good thing I didn't need to, because this came off smoothly. It goes right here, connects those two, and this is to clean it. This 11 millimeter is all I need to, the only tool I really need to get it off. So once I unscrew the three bolts here, here, and here, I'll be able to take it off and go from there. And because I saw a YouTube channel, I'm an expert. Haha, just kidding. So we'll just go to that step. Okay, part two. I had to take this off, which is right here, and I pulled this out of here and here. This part right here, you can see from the indentations that goes there. And once I pulled the three screws, as you can see right here, here, and there, well, there, that's where I took the bolts out, and I put them right here so that I would know where they would go. And as you can see, that is really, really, really dirty. And if you pull this up, that piece right there with those 5 bolts is what I have to clean, inside and out. And then this as well, I'm going to take that off and check that out. But that's all you have to take, is this piece right here and those 3 bolts, and you can just take that off. But I took this off so it'd come off easier. So that is part 2. And that just shows you how disgusting and dirty this is. Okay, the next part, I have the 5 bolts that went into there. And so far this is looking exactly like the YouTube stuff. So I cleaned those off, but I'm going to clean it off a little bit better. That one down there still looks a little disgusting. But basically all you got to do is take this piece off. And wow, that looks dirty. I don't know how good you can see it on the film, but I gotta clean this piece, and I gotta put it exactly like this back as I saw it. So, cause I grabbed it like that, and this piece has got to go up, or at least I'm gonna look at the photo and make sure that that goes up, just so I don't put that on backwards, because that would not be fun. And also, okay, now that we see this, we have the big old, the 2 are on the top, so I don't screw that piece up. So I had to clean both of these. Wow, I just moved it and stuff came off. So that's the bottom, that's the top, and that I had to clean all that. That ain't too bad, but that right there is horrible. Right, those holes are horrible. And then I'm gonna take that off and clean the inside of that as well. And hopefully if I do that and put all that back together, I'll pass. Okay, I have now cleaned those off, and I've cleaned those holes all up, and I've cleaned these out. They look really, really nice now, and I know that this goes in here just like that, and then this goes on top of it, yeah, in there like that. So the next step is to reassembling it all, and for the most part, it looks like it should just like slip all together and be all good. So I am now assembling back together. Okay, well, I'm laughing at myself, so, because I did have to go back and look at the other one. That piece is on there, and now to put this piece on there, which this piece does go up top, and wow, that's a hard angle to angle at. So this goes up here, and the biggest thing that they were talking about, and the biggest thing you got to worry about, is sizing it up. See how easily it moves? You gotta put the bolts right in there and hold that right like that. Yeah, basically it moves, and so you just gotta line the bolts up and put them in. Okay, so it turned out easier that if I just put the bolts in first and then lined it up and then just put them back in, finger tight, and then use the wrench, and I will go till there. And then once that's done, then I gotta unbungee that and put these all 4 of these lined up with these 4 holes, and then the other, these things line up with these holes right here, which you can't see them. This hole right here and that hole right there. Once I get those all lined up and put them in, and then hook that one tube here to here and put this back underneath there because it's just holding it up back up there. It should be good. Okay, I unbungee that, put them in their respective holes. I haven't screwed anything down, but I finished screwing the thing below it down. I hook these two back in, so once I screw these 3 screws, oh wow, that sucks, don't want to lose that screw bolt. Once I screw these 3 things down and hook this onto there and hook that onto there, I should be done. Okay, I just fixed everything, or cleaned it. Hopefully the check engine light will go out. It blinked. Well, we got a blink, so we'll see what else is up. Okay, I'm going to turn on the engine. I just locked up everything, and I'm going to pray for the best. Yay! No engine light! I fixed my car! Okay, to summarize, to fix the EGR valve or clean it all up, I actually did not take this off because I didn't have the tool that would reach those 2 bolts, and because the neck I had was too long. And the reason why the first one blinked and didn't turn off completely is because I needed to reset the whole car on the battery. So what I did is I took this piece right here off, let it sit about 10 minutes, and then put it back on. And then instead of just turning on the car, instead of just, turning on the electronics part of the car, I turned on the actual ignition and turned it all on. And then that's why it went from just blinking to fully off. And that is how you do it. And yep, there you go. Bye-bye.